South Africa is under attack, not by an external enemy, but by its own people.
This issue that Donald Trump fears so much will offer this question of the land. I don't know what Donald Trump has to do with South African land, because he's never been here. And he must keep his America, we will keep our South Africa. That is what he must do.
Investigation right now, we'll make a determination, and until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing, they're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
Organizations like AfriForum and the Democratic Alliance have taken our internal matters to the United States, spreading a distorted narrative about land expropriation.
Good morning to you. Do you believe this action by Trump is the result of the work of your organization?
Well, AfriForum has built up a massive list and database of friends and allies all across the world, particularly in the United States. And as soon as the Expropriation Act was signed by the president, we all informed them about the facts here in South Africa. So I do hope that we had a massive effect there. I mean, you can't really see everything that happens behind the scenes, but I do think AfriForum had a massive impact.
Their actions have now led to Donald Trump threatening to cut funding to South Africa. This isn't just political lobbying. This is an attempt to undermine the country's sovereignty and stall progress.
South Africa is our land. South Africa belongs to all the people who live here in South Africa. It does not belong to Donald Trump. He can keep his America.
Let's start with the facts. South Africa has one of the highest land disparities in the world, a direct result of apartheid's dispossession of black South Africans. The Expropriation Act, signed into law by President Cyril Ramaphosa, seeks to address this historical injustice within constitutional limits. Yet AfriForum and the DA have painted this as an attack on white landowners, without a single case of unlawful land seizure. But their fear-mongering isn't new. For years, AfriForum has told the world that white South Africans are in danger. They've exaggerated farm murder statistics, pushed the idea of a white genocide near, and found allies in far-right groups overseas. The question is, why would a South African organization actively sabotage its own country? The answer is simple: self-preservation. AfriForum and the DA are not fighting for justice. They are fighting to protect a privileged minority. They claim to stand for minority rights, but what they're really doing is resisting economic transformation that would level the playing field for all South Africans. Their allegiance is not to South Africa, it's to their own economic interests. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Now back to the conversation. And then, we have Elon Musk, a man born on South African soil, who has built one of the biggest tech empires in the world. He could have been a proud ambassador of this country, using his influence to uplift his birthplace. Instead, what has he done? He's joined the chorus of fear-mongering voices, calling South Africa's land policies openly racist, and fueling the idea that white South Africans are being persecuted. Let's be clear, Musk is not an ordinary voice. He has millions of followers and his words carry weight. When he tweets misinformation, he's not just sharing an opinion, he's shaping global narratives. And now, he's working with Trump, a man known for his aggressive stance on Africa, to bully South Africa into submission. Where is the patriotism? Where is the sense of duty to the country that raised him? Musk could invest in South African innovation, education, or infrastructure, but instead he chooses to spread fear. His wealth was built on the privileges of an apartheid-era education, yet he does nothing to uplift those left behind by that same system. This is bigger than politics. This is about who gets to control the story of South Africa. If we allow AfriForum, the DA, and people like Musk to dictate the narrative, we risk losing the hard-won progress of our democracy. These forces want South Africa to remain an unequal society, where power and land stay in the hands of a select few Mzansi. We cannot afford to be silent. This is our country, and its future should be shaped by us, not by foreign interference or those who would rather see it fail than change. So share your thoughts on this matter in the comments section.
It's theft. Just taking land from someone is theft. No more, no less. So he believes you can't, no matter how bad the injustices were in the past, you can't fix it by grabbing.
And that is madness. How does taking my car, which you stole from you, become a theft? You steal my car, I come and take it. I find it, I take it.
Like and plus share with friends and family if you agree with my views. Let's stay informed, engaged, and committed to justice. Because South Africa belongs to all who live in it, not just those who fear losing control.